Hi Remy, nice to see you. Welcome. I'm glad to hear that you're interested in bread making. We're going to start making a government loaf. Your community knows bread only by loaves, and so we're going to use a government-based pan. This was obviously law in those days. They had to weigh a certain weight, and it had to have certain ingredients. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you we grease the pan, and then I'm going to bring the bucket and show you what the raw material looks like and how we start a bucket mix. And then I'll bring in a dough which I've already mixed, and from that we make the bread, the dough, and put it into a bucket and bake it.
Happy with that.
And I'm glad that you want to do something for the community. Bless you. I just use the back of the paper. As you know, was kind enough to say that one could take these papers and butter and grease onions while you see, by putting paper over the onions. See, margarine and the fats are always wrapped in these kind of papers, and that just makes it so much easier to. There is of course no fat or oil in this mix that we're doing. It's a purely natural way of making bread, and because there's no fat or oil, I believe it makes it even healthier.
That's it.
So you can put whatever you like on top of the bread, and it won't have it. How's it?
I love it.
Bless you. Thank you. And now I'm going to show you how to make a bread inside a bucket.
Okay.
In this bucket I've got the cake flour, 2.5 kilogram of cake flour, and I'm going to add the ingredients, which is sugar, yeast and salt, equal amounts. Okay, 40 grams of each on this particular mix. There are different mixes, smaller mixes, medium mixes. So if people are interested in making just one loaf, they get a small bucket, 2.5 kilo with 500 grams of flour and all sufficient ingredients in it. And from that they can make either 2 500-gram loaves or 1 kilogram. But this bucket will give you 8 big loaves. Okay? But you're interested in a micro bakery, so we're going there to add all the ingredients in here, and then we're going to add the hot tap water, mix it, and then we bring in a dough that I've already done, and then you can make it. Are you happy with that?
I'm happy with
Bless you. I'm glad you're excited about bread making. You just bring it into your heart. You put the spirit in.
that. Of course, Jimmy.
Thank
if
you.
I had to ask you a question, Jimmy, how many cups of
There's
flour?
17 cups of flour in here.
Alright.
But it is great to know that if people want to make a small loaf or a small amount at home, there are smaller mixes. Not necessarily just at 10 liters aimed at the micro bakery.
Okay.
Medium and small for homemade.
Okay.
Bless you. Thank you. I'm going to add the hot tap water, not boiling water. 1 second. Just pour that in. I just want to explain to you that before we put in the water, we just mix all the ingredients with the flour.
Okay.
And that is when you start mixing it. Now, it is just mixed with a wooden spoon or whatever other method you have. You know, in the culture they've got these beautiful wooden spoons that they make buchholbe with.
Yes.
And so this is how we do it. You see, we just, you want to feel it? That's it.
How long does it take to actually stir?
You'll see it comes together and it becomes like a dough.
I believe.
Ginger has a way of saying you must mix it vigorously. You can use both hands if you like.
Oh my hand is so tiny. I wouldn't be able to do that. One step at a time.
You see, one just tries to bring all the flour and the water together, and then we put the lid on. And when the lid will keep all the heat inside
Okay.
and help it to rise quickly. And if you're lucky, the lid will pop and fall you if you're too busy with that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amina, now it's been 35 minutes and it's time for the first fold. By folding, I'm going to give you the spoon. We're going to put some flour dusting on it, and you can fold it by just putting the spoon and folding the flour into the dough. Okay?
Okay.
Left or right, it's not a problem.
Okay.
But remember, this is the first time. It's going to happen another twice, 2 times. Okay? So I'm just going to grab some flour, sprinkle it over, and then you can fold it.
Okay. Like this.
Like, yes, whatever suits you. Just make the flour disappear. How does that feel?
It's great. Looks better than the
Big-
first time. yes.
Exactly, you see. You see how one can change inside a bucket?
Of course.
Yeah. I've already thought of putting my children in a bucket.
You're making baking easy for me here.
I like that. Say it loud, Marcy.
Of course, Jimmy.
That's fine. Thank you very much.
Okay. How
That's
long do
good.
I do this for?
When you see the dough develops and you can feel it on your arm,
Okay.
it gets stiffer. There's a lot more resistance.
Yes.
You feel that?
Yes, I can feel this.
Exactly. You see, it's getting mature.
Of course.
Okay. There we go. Thank you. That's fine.
Lovely.
Yes, sure. You can just. Then I'll see you in another hour and a half.